Hi, Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Benton LittleShift Bike Rack on the back of our 2021 Nissan Murano. Now this is going to be a solid choice if you're looking for a bike rack, just maybe for you when you go out on your solo rides and you want something that's not going to take up a lot of space and be lightweight and versatile all in one rack. Now today I'm mainly going to be talking about how it's going to interact with the Murano. So the first thing I want to point out is how close the bike is to the back of our vehicle. Now we do have some longer handlebars. Typically you might even see some a few more inches, but even if you're on some really bumpy roads, there's enough of a gap here where we're not going to make contact. So that's something really nice to note. Now, if you ever do want to get into that hatch, if you're going grocery shopping or you want to get ready for your ride, you leave your gear back there, we're going to have to remove the bike. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to have a strap on each tire. Really easy to remove, just press in or release, and these actually pivot out of your way. It makes loading and unloading a little bit easier. Same thing on the front side. And only now, we're going to go up this arm and detach it completely. All you have to do for this is press one button, and this is making contact with our tire, so that's really nice if you have a alternative or carbon frame bike. However, if you like making frame contact, because typically it gives you a really good hold on your bikes, you can move this over here to have this type of hold instead. So it's nice to have either option. And with that said, we can just put that down and move it to the side. Now, the reason why we had to take this off is because this doesn't have a tilting feature to it. But since we don't have a tilting feature, that's going to make this whole thing just a lot more durable. So we're going to have a weight capacity of 80 pounds for your bike. So that's going to be perfect if you have any heavy e-bikes, you want to take them out for a ride. Now I'm going to go grab a tape measure real quick so we can get a couple measurements. And the first one I'm going to get is going to be the total distance away it sits from our vehicle. This is important just in case you live in any tight spots or you're trying to park it in a garage or parking lot. And I'm going to go from our back bumper to the back of the carrier, and that's going to be about 17 inches, which is really compact. It's going to save you a lot of room, especially compared to those larger racks. Now, the next measurement I'm going to get is going to be a ground clearance. And right now, this is going to be sitting about 14.5 inches. That's plenty of room if you are driving around. Now, if you have those heavy e-bikes, I would just watch out because this might kind of squat down by a couple inches. So if you're going up any steep inclines, like some driveways or parking lots, just keep an eye on it or take it a little bit slower. But since this doesn't have any other pivoting points, we don't have to worry about it blocking anything on the Murano. So our backup camera, our license plate, taillights, and back window aren't going to be obstructed. And the way this is going to install is we're going to have a 2-inch shank that goes into your 2-inch hitch receiver. We'll then have an anti-rattle bolt go through, connect to this with a nut, and have a safety clip on the very end of it. And that anti-rattle bolt is just going to make sure this has a really good hold on it, so when you're hitting those really bumpy roads, this isn't going to rattle around, causing a lot of noise. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a pretty solid choice because it's going to be reliable, it's going to work for a lot of different types of bikes, and it's not going to take up much room. But if you plan on taking this on an awful lot and storing it somewhere, then it's going to be a little bit awkward at times. And if you're looking for something that's going to work a little bit easier than that, then I'd recommend checking out the Benton Shifts and Grins, because that's going to have the ability to fold up a shank, so it's kind of pushes against a wall a little bit easier. The downside of that one, though, is it's going to be much heavier, so it's going to be harder to move around. So if you want something lightweight and you got plenty of room in your garage, this is going to be the one to go. But of course, if you guys have any other questions, please let me know here at eTrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.